Welcome to Victories in Schools Parent University. Our next presentation is on Step Up to Writing, presented by Olena Stednick, Director of Elementary Services. In Bibb County Schools, we strive to partner with our students, partner with our parents, and partner with the community, as this is noted in our strategic map for our school. We also strive to maintain accountability by consistently practicing our non-negotiables. One non-negotiable is a multi-tiered system which includes response to intervention, RTI, and positive behavioral interventions and support, PBIS, for our students. We model personalized learning and leader in me habits. The goal is to stay above the line in our actions by seeing it, owning it, solving it, and doing it. As a Tier 1 strong school, we ensure all students perform on or above grade level. We teach and reinforce positive academic and social behaviors, consistently implement evidence-based strategies, and we continually collaborate to improve student outcomes. All departments and employees and families play a part in us being Tier 1 strong. Do you have a child or teen who is struggling with the writing process? The district is using Step Up to Writing instruction to help our students become confident writers. After this workshop, you will have more tools to support and motivate your child. Step Up to Writing resources are specific to students in grades K through 5. However, the strategies are designed for learners of all levels. You will understand the 3 types of writing methods, gain strategies, and practice exercises. Now, Olena Stednick will share what we value and explain the Step to Writing process. You may want to have a pencil and paper handy.
I would like to start by making sure we understand what we believe in here in Bibb County School District. Our vision states each student will demonstrate strength of character and will be college or career ready. Our mission is the Bibb County School District develops a highly trained staff and an engaged community dedicated to educating each student for a 21st century global society. We believe in competence, loyalty, open communication, defined autonomy, and honor. Well, the goals for the workshop tonight are: by the end of this workshop, you will be able to help your child write strong sentences. You will be able to help your child create an informal outline and organize their ideas when writing, and you will know how to help your child transfer notes from the outlines to the paragraphs. Learning to write well is more important now than it has ever been. Writing is the key means students have to demonstrate what they know about a subject in addition to what they may have thought, felt, or imagined about life's experiences. Each of the critical steps of writing must be taught directly and practiced if students are to write fluently. To achieve these goals, Bibb County School District has adopted a true writing curriculum, Step Up to Writing. This curriculum consists of the best practices of explicit and systematic instruction. It is a sequenced approach beginning with teacher instruction and modeling of the skills, use of examples, guided practice with students, and of course, frequent student feedback. Countywide implementation of this curriculum will create a common language for writing across the contents. But let's begin with the writing process. You may have heard the term, the writing process. Well, process is a series of steps that we follow to get something done. For example, think about baking a cake. Baking a cake requires a certain process or certain series of steps. Writing is the process that consists of 8 steps. Let's talk about them. First, writers enter the pre-writing stage. This is where writers think about the topic. They may research, brainstorm, create webs of their ideas. Let's look at our example right here. This is an example of a quick brainstorm about the Star-Spangled Banner. The writer is thinking of all the things he or she knows about the Star-Spangled Banner. Pre-writing. The next stage is planning. During this stage, writers organize their thoughts and ideas. Here is an example of an outline showing how these ideas are sorted out in the outline and some additional ideas are added. So let's track from step 1, pre-writing, and now we can go to step 2, planning. All of our thoughts, we're now organizing them using an outline. Well, what do we do next? We move to step 3, drafting. Writers write the first copy using complete sentences and paragraphs. During this stage, students are focusing on ideas and organization. Grammatical and spelling errors are quite possible, but they're not our focus in the drafting stage. So let's look at our outline, and now it changes into our first draft. Then we move on to steps 4 and 5. We revise our writing first. Well, what do we mean by revising our writing? Writers improve their ideas and words to make them more exciting and clear for their readers. Writers may add new parts to their writing or delete some of the parts that don't belong. Revising is not the same as correcting the mechanical errors. For example, capitalization or spelling. All of that type of all of those corrections happen during the 5th stage, editing. Now, this is the time when the writer will find the mistakes and fix those mistakes in the writing. This is where our writers focus on capitalization, punctuation, as well as spelling. Whew, 5 steps, a lot of work. Step 6, writers write their final copy. They make what we call a clean copy of their work by using their best handwriting and typing skills. Once they write their final copy, they proofread. Well, what does that mean? They check over their writing one last time to catch any small mistakes they may have missed. And finally, step number 8, writers share or publish their writing. They're so proud of all of their hard work. They let others enjoy their writing. Writers have a chance to present it to their class, to their family, to you, or find other ways to let readers enjoy their writing. So these are the 8 steps of the writing process, that 8 steps that our students go through to make sure that they achieve that final masterpiece that they want to share with other readers. Writing. Well, we know that writing is a very difficult task, and it does not start at an essay level. Students must master words first. Thinking about our kindergarten babies, they're learning how to write letters, they're learning how to write words, and then they move on to writing basic sentences. From basic sentences, our students progress to writing masterful sentences, interesting sentences, and creating perfect paragraphs. Finally, students learn how to write an effective essay. Today, we're going to share a few strategies that can be implemented at home using our new writing curriculum, Step Up to Writing. Masterful sentences. Right now, I would like for you all to close your eyes and imagine that you're making a sandwich. What are the basic parts that you need? What are the basic parts of a sandwich making process that come to your mind? You probably said bread, some kind of filling, right? Now I would like for you to think about some other ingredients that you might add to a sandwich to make it more interesting, tastier. What can you add to your sandwich? Well, just as with making sandwiches, sentences have basic parts as well. But writers can add different ingredients to make or for more interest and variety. All sentences need either a who or a what, and also an action. So again, all sentences need a who, what, and an action. But you can add interesting details such as where, when, and how. So let's practice creating masterful sentences using the words highlighted in yellow. I would like for you to take a piece of paper, any sheet of paper that you have around you, and either cut it in 6 pieces or tear it in 6 pieces for our purposes today. On each piece of paper, so you should have 6 of them, I would like for you to write the words in yellow. So on one piece of paper, write the word painted. On the next piece of paper, write the word Caden or write the name of your child. Write the word rocks on a 3rd piece of paper. On Monday, 4th piece of paper. On a 5th piece of paper, carefully. And on the 6th piece of paper at the table. And I will give you a minute. You just created your word bank. Now take another sheet of paper and again tear it or cut it in 6 pieces again. Only this time you're going to write parts of a sentence. On one piece of paper, write the word who. Second piece of paper, write the word what. Then write the word where. On a 4th piece of paper, when. On a 5th piece of paper, action. And on the 6th piece of paper, write the word how. So you should have 2 banks in front of you. First group of words, you can pile them together. These are your words. And then make a pile of these words. These are the parts of the sentence. Now let's have some fun. I would like for you to take these 2 pieces of paper and put them next to each other. Who and action. Which of these words from your word bank should be placed under who and action? Go ahead and take 2 words from your word bank that will go under the who and action. You probably have made your sentence. Caden painted. These are the 2 basic elements of the sentence. And when you first start with the students, with your children, this might be a good starting point. But let's make this sentence more interesting. I would like for you to add the next card or the next piece of paper. What? Now you have three parts. Who, action, what? Look at your words in the word bank and pull the card that will make the sentence more interesting. Did you get this sentence? Caden painted what? Rocks. Caden painted rocks. Let's grow this sentence a little bit more. And now let's add when. Who, action, what, when. Let's add the card when, and let's add a word from our word bank, when. Caden painted rocks on Monday. Look at these three sentences. Look at how we are growing it. But we can make it even longer and even more interesting. So now let's add a card where between what and when. So pull your fifth card and put it between what and when. Look at your remaining words in the word bank. Which word will fit under where? Caden painted rocks at the table on Monday. And one more time. Now, I would like for you to add the last card that you have, the how. And let's put it between who and action. So now you have 6 cards. Who, how, action, what, where, when. And let's use all of the words from our word bank to make this masterful sentence. Caden carefully painted rocks at the table on Monday. Look at this. What a great and easy way to help students make their sentences more interesting. Now, you of course can move some cards around. We could have placed card when at the beginning, and we could have said, on Monday, Caden carefully painted rocks at the table. You might ask, well, what about kindergarten students who cannot write using the traditional writing or traditional sentences? That is not a problem. We can use pictures. For example, instead of creating a word bank, we can use a picture bank. Magazines, newspapers, wherever you have pictures, cut them out. And we can do the same thing. We can start with 2 basic parts of a sentence, a who and an action. Here's a picture of a boy, and what is the boy doing? Boy paints. Then we can add the card what? Boy paints rocks. Boy paints rocks at the table. Encourage your students, even kindergarten students, to write every day. Their sentences and words will be spelled phonetically, which is how they hear the sounds and which letters they know, and it is our first step. So let's review. How can you help? How do you start? Think about fun words that can be combined in sentences. You might start with only who and action. Slowly add the next parts, one at a time, as you see that your child progresses. And have fun with this again. Make up fun words and fun sentences. and show your students how they can grow their sentences and make them more interesting. Now, let's move on to the text types. You may have heard your child come home and say that they're learning how to write an informative paragraph. This type of writing conveys information or explains idea. That means that your child is learning how to explain something to a reader, or how to inform a reader about something that they know. Also, your child may come home and say that they're working on an opinion writing right now, which means they're learning how to state their point of view on a certain subject, and then they're also learning how to support their point of view with reasons and facts. The third type of writing is narrative writing. And here, your child is learning how to convey real or imagined experiences and events. Well, let's look at this. Informative writing, as we just said, conveys information and explains ideas. With this type of writing, a writer examines a subject and strives to increase the reader's knowledge and understanding of the subject. Students and everybody is familiar with a traffic light. Students know that the green light means their car should go. Yellow light means their car should slow down, because next comes red, and red means the car needs to stop. Well, what happens after the red light? Green light comes on again. With Step Up to Writing, we use the same colors to help us write strong, informative paragraphs. Let's look at what does the traffic light mean and how does it look with informative paragraphs. Green, the very first green, means go. It means to write a topic sentence that introduces a topic of the paragraph or what the paragraph is going to explain. The next one is yellow. Yellow means we're going to slow down and introduce the key star idea about our topic. Well, then after the yellow light, we need to stop. We need to use the red light. What do we do when we come to a stop? Stop means we need to elaborate by providing examples that support our key idea. And then we go back and we remind our reader of our topic sentence. So right now, remember these colors. Green means go. Yellow means slow down. Red means stop. Green means go back. Go, slow down, stop, go back. So how does it look like in writing as an example? Here on the left, remember we talked about the writing process and we said that the second step is to plan. We brainstorm our ideas during the first step and then we plan. Well, this is an example of an informal outline. We teach students during the writing lessons this process. If our topic is about crocodiles and alligators and we're trying to explain how they're different, we teach students to write our topic in green and highlight it in green. So again, this is an example of a topic. Crocodiles and alligators are very different. Green means go. Write a topic sentence. Here it goes. Yellow means slow down. Give your key details. Well, here we go. We have 2 star or key details. We use these to introduce our key ideas. Well, how are they different? Different shaped heads, and they behave differently. Notice that on the informal outline, you will never ask your child to write complete sentences. We teach them note-taking. Green means go. Yellow means slow down. Red means elaborate. So now we need to give examples. If we said that they have different shaped heads, what do we mean? Well, long and V-shaped heads are in crocodiles, and shorter and U-shaped in alligators. We just elaborated on the first key idea. Behave differently. Let's elaborate on that. Crocodiles more likely to attack. How? They attack in self-defense or for food, attack to protect their young. Also, alligators do not usually attack. So you can see how we teach your children how to elaborate on the second key idea. Green means go, yellow means slow down, red means elaborate, green means go back and remind your reader about the topic. Differences show that they are different animals. Now look on the right. How beautiful is this paragraph? We teach children how to transfer their notes into their draft where they use complete sentences. So I will give you all a minute to read this great paragraph. Well, you're probably asking, how can we help? You can help by assisting and by creating informal outlines with your children at home. Make up fun prompts for them. Have them explain how to do various things. For example, have them explain how to build an airplane, how to build a snowman, or how to play a certain game. Here's my example. What I would like for all of us to do right now is get a piece of paper, and if you have a child sitting next to you, do it right now with them. Here's our prompt. Let's create an informal outline and then write a paragraph that explains 2 benefits of playing blank. I will let you choose a sport. I choose soccer. I will create an informal outline and write a paragraph that explains 2 benefits of playing soccer. So let's look at my outline. And again, if your child is sitting next to you, have them work this with you. What is my topic? Well, I'm writing about benefits of soccer. So you will be writing about benefits of the choice, the sport of your choice. Green means go. I gave my topic. Yellow means slow down and give your key details. My 2 details, health and social skills. Red means stop and elaborate. Well, so I need to elaborate on health. I said 1 benefit is health. What do I mean by that? Running. Running is a good exercise for heart. Kicking improves coordination and builds muscles. Now I need to elaborate. I need to stop and elaborate on social skills. Teamwork, need to communicate, competition, meet new people, and good sportsmanship. So now, green, go. Topic sentences done. Yellow, slow down and give key details. Done. Red, stop and elaborate. Done. Now final green, conclusion. I need to go back and remind my reader about the topic. I was writing about benefits of soccer. Many benefits. Now is your turn. With your child, create an informal outline that will explain benefits of sports. sport of your choice. You will need a piece of paper, just a regular piece of paper. Draw the line across, draw the line down. You can even draw the stars. Great job, everyone. You have probably written a great outline, and you may have even tried to transfer the outline from your notes into the paragraph. How great is that? So now again, remember, you can help your children with this by coming up with simple ideas and prompts for them to explain. As I mentioned before, explain to me the steps of building an airplane. Explain to me the steps of building a fort. Or explain to me a process for making a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Have them practice writing, creating outlines, and then using those outlines to write the paragraphs. What I really will suggest as well is once they're finished with their paragraph, have them go back and color code the paragraph. This is a great visual tool, and I will say that it helps my own child. When he writes the paragraph, he then goes back and color codes to make sure that he has all the components of the paragraph. And if he sees that he forgot some reds, he goes back to his outline and he adds some more reds. So please encourage them to make an outline, change it and write a paragraph using complete sentences, and then go back and color code their paragraphs. The last type of writing that we're going to talk about is opinion paragraph or opinion writing. So opinion writing states a point of view of a subject or issue and supports the point of view with reasons and fact. Well, let's look at our traffic light. Look at this beauty. It is the same process, the same colors, great visual tools, and now the students are using the same strategy process for two types of writing. We do have slight differences though. First, green means go. We're going to write a topic sentence, but in this topic sentence, we have to state our opinion about what it is we're writing. Now, yellow means slow down. We're going to slow down and support our opinion with reasons. Red means stop. We have got to stop and elaborate by providing an example that supports our reason. And now we are ready to go again. We're going to go back and remind the reader about our opinion and what we want the reader to agree with or do. Let's read this example. Take a hike, feel better. Green means go. State our opinion. To feel better, everyone should make time to get outside. Clearly, our opinion is everyone needs to go outside. Yellow means slow down. We have to support our opinion with reasons. First of all, lovers of the outdoors have often said nature is good for us, and now doctors are proving it. That is our first reason. We said the doctors are proving it now too. What is our second reason? Let's go down to the second yellow. Exploring and playing outdoors is also especially good for young people. So we slowed down and we gave our reasons. Now we have to stop. And we have to elaborate for each one of the reasons. Red means elaborate and give examples. So let's go back to our first reason. You see that the writer here said doctors are now proving that outdoors is good. So what are our examples? Science is learning that spending time among trees and flowers helps the body stay healthy. It helps the mind focus and relax too. First elaboration. We went back and we elaborated on the second reason. We gave examples of the second reason. And finally, we go again. We go back and we remind our readers about our opinion. So after a long day, the best medicine may be a walk in the park with a friend. So we see how we reminded the reader of our opinion that we should go outside, and we're also trying to persuade our reader to go take a walk with our friend or with their friend. Here's an example of how we teach it for our students. And now we're going to practice. Again, I believe in practice. Remember how we said at the beginning that writing is very difficult and we have to teach it and we have to practice. So take a piece of paper with your child and very quickly draw 2 lines again, across and down. Write letter T for topic. And if you have a highlighter, highlight that part green. Draw 2 stars and highlight them yellow. Then write C for conclusion and highlight it green. Our topic is important places at school. Now do not write that. That is my topic. I'm going to write about important places at school. What do I think? Well, I think that the 2 important places at school are library and playground. These are my 2 reasons. School has important places. The 2 are library and playground. I wrote my reason. Now I have to elaborate on this. Well, it has books for fun and learning, and it is also, these are quiet places to read and think. Let's elaborate on playground. Toys and equipment gives us opportunity to play with friends. Go back and restate or remind the reader about our topic. Our topic was about important places at school. So now we're going to remind the reader important places to work and play. You can read how I created a paragraph using the outline. And when you're done reading, it is your turn. I would like for you to create an informal outline for this prompt. What are the 2 most important places at home? What are the 2 important places at home? So together with your student, let's write the 2 places. Write the topic, important places at home. Then let's slow down. Talk to your student, talk to your child. What do they think are the 2 important places at home? Elaborate, give examples. If we say that kitchen is one of them, why do we think kitchen is the most important? Have fun with it. Create a beautiful informal outline and then write a paragraph with your child. Congratulations! You have now learned how to write an informal outline for opinion writing as well, and your very first opinion paragraph. Well, guess what? You may think, well, my child is in 2nd grade, or you will have a child in 5th grade. How does this look like at different grade levels? Here is the beautiful thing about Step Up to Writing. First, we have to make sure that our students know how to write a paragraph. Because if they can write a paragraph that is right here on the left, and this is an example, we can always teach the children how to extend or how to stretch those paragraphs by simply adding more examples, adding more facts. So you can see how the paragraph on the left has grown by us adding more examples, more details. And always, as I mentioned before, encourage your children to color code their paragraphs. Here's an example of my paragraph about the 2 important places at school. So your first paragraph may look like this as well, pretty short. It has a topic sentence, one of the reasons, elaboration, another reason, more elaboration, and a closing. But then we could go back and add more details, more examples, and look how your paragraph can grow. Finally, how can you help? Well, first of all, practice writing sentences. And as I mentioned before, have fun with those sentences. Make silly word banks and just have fun. Show your students, show your children how to grow sentences into masterful, interesting sentences. For younger students in grades K and 1, you may use red, yellow, green construction paper. Cut the pieces of paper and you can organize them in this way, especially if you're just starting. Have them write, or you at this point, you will be writing. Pick a topic, then work together to come up with 1 or 2 details, and then go back and remind the reader about the topic. As your children become more proficient, then you can add some red or examples for each one of your key ideas. And again, don't get discouraged if your children cannot write just yet. Use pictures. This is an example of how we can do an informal outline, but instead of writing, we can draw or we can put pictures for our elaboration. Help your students in grades 2 through 5 create informal outlines to organize ideas. Help them stretch those paragraphs by adding more examples, more facts, and details. Together, let's step up to writing, Bibb County. Thank y'all very much. You have been a great audience, and please reach out to us if you need more help and more assistance.